Hi guys, it's Charmer here, or you can call me Charms. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about beginner tips, so things to look out for if you're starting out on your fitness journey. However, these are also very useful tips if you have been on your fitness journey for a while and can be good for refreshing your memory and all of that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, so just a little reminder, in the first few weeks to month of you starting out on your fitness journey will be the most difficult in terms of motivation, discipline and consistency, and this is simply because experts say it takes up to 21 days for you to build a habit. So not until you've been exercising consistently for up to 21 days with rest breaks or rest days in between is when you start to feel like you miss exercising, or when you start to see changes in your attitude towards fitness, towards healthy eating and all of that kind of stuff. Regardless of what goal you might have, whether that's gaining weight, losing weight or gaining muscle, I'd like for you guys to go into your fitness journeys with a sustainable approach. This is whereby you're looking at your goals from a long-term perspective over a short-term fix. So if you're in a caloric deficit to try and lose weight, I'd recommend that you do it slowly and sustainably. This will enable your mind and your body to have time to adjust to the changes that you're implementing and for them to happen at a sustainable rate that you can keep up with in the long run. However, when you're making changes, make sure that they align with your goals and your lifestyle outside of fitness. So if you have a full-time job where you're working 5 days a week and you only have a couple evenings a week to train, I'd recommend that you start out maybe training once or twice a week and building that up to 3 to 4 times a week and maybe up to 5 times a week over a long period of time, maybe a few weeks to months even. So sometimes there's a misconception that you need to do overly complicated exercises for you to get the most out of your workouts. However, when you're just starting out on your fitness journey, it's actually best for you to just master the basics and then build up from that. However, I would definitely recommend that you do not neglect compound movements. So these are exercises such as lunges, squats, push-ups, the overhead press, all of this kind of exercises, because they work multiple muscle groups, you can burn more calories and they're very time efficient, especially when you don't have that much time for working out. Yeah. Okay, as some of you might know, motivation is very temperamental, and sometimes it's not enough to just rely on motivation alone to keep you going on your fitness journey, because you need to remember that this is going to be a lifestyle change. So therefore you need to be disciplined in order for you to be consistent on your journey. So how do you establish discipline? So you do it by these 3 things. Number 1, you need to establish your why. So why is it that you're getting into fitness? Secondly, what? So in what ways is being part of this fitness journey benefiting you as a person or your lifestyle? And how is the third one. So how will you incorporate fitness into your current lifestyle? And once you establish these 3 things, those will keep you going to push yourself in the gym or at home, wherever it is that you're working out, and will ultimately be the driver of consistency. Okay. As a beginner, especially when you can't afford a PT, sometimes you learn how to execute exercises from your friends or YouTube videos or Instagram videos. And although these are very good sources to start out from, you can sometimes risk things such as injuries or bad form simply because you're learning by watching what somebody else is doing, and you may not have the advice of a PT or qualified health instructor. However, not everybody can afford a PT, so if these are your primary source of information or learning sources, they were mine when I was starting out, I would definitely recommend that you ensure that your form is perfected to avoid injuries, and to ensure that when you start lifting heavier loads, you don't cause harm to yourself and other people around you. However, I'd like to stress that if you are finding it very difficult to get to grips with how to perform certain exercises, it might be worth investing in a PT. Okay guys, we're going to touch on nutrition. I'm sure you've heard of this one before. So you basically need to ensure that your nutrition is in check and aligns with your goals and to support your fitness journey or your overall fitness goals. If your nutrition is not in check, you might not see your desired results. So if your goal is to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. This is the only way to lose weight. And if you want to gain muscle or gain weight, the only way to do it is being in a calorie surplus. So a calorie deficit is where you're ingesting less calories than you burn, and a calorie surplus is when you're ingesting more calories than you burn. So if you've heard other other misconceptions along the way, that is not true. Those are the only, you know, two basics that you need to remember. However, you know, although it might be tempting for you to eat, you know, low calorie foods constantly, you need to also ensure that you're nourishing your body, that you're eating whole foods, you know, you're getting your good fats from like avocados, peanut butter, that kind of stuff, and also ensuring that your protein intake is high. Protein is essential for building muscles and repairing muscles, and can help with satiety levels as well. So we're going to cover the detox pills, shakes, weight gain, I don't know, medicine, whatever you like to call it. You know, just long story short, those are all marketing scams, guys, and you really should not fall for it. The only reason why those, you know, so-called detox teas or whatever it is work is just because they force you into a, you know, super low calorie deficit. Like I said before, you know, the only way that you're going to lose weight is from, you know, calorie deficits, and the only way you're going to gain weight or gain muscle is from a calorie surplus. So I'm hopefully starting to make sense to you now, like how and why those things work. However, you know, they just end up dehydrating you and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm sure we all know that, you know, just relying solely on teas or detox drinks or, you know, meal replacement shakes are not healthy, and they don't actually do anything for nourishing your body. You know, our bodies detoxify themselves, and it's just the natural process, you know, and the only way that you can help it out is by eating whole foods, you know, cutting down on, you know, processed foods and stuff like that, ensuring you're hydrated, drink, you know, your 2 to 3 liters of water a day minimum, and get plenty of rest, get, you know, plenty of sleep. And also exercising, you know what I mean, without obviously neglecting rest days. So, you know, if you're thinking about buying a weight loss shake, whatever, any shortcut to your fitness goals, I promise you right now, it will not work, and it's not sustainable. So going back to the whole thing of sustainability in our approach, we need to ensure that, you know, what we're doing is sustainable over a long period of time. So yeah. Okay guys, so the next one that we're going to touch up on just real quick are rest days. You need to ensure that you're giving your muscles rest. This is the time that it gives them to build up and repair, and also avoids things such as injuries and like problems with overtraining. And you don't want to, you know, risk stuff such as burnout, which is where you basically place chronic stress on your body from just over exercising and stuff like that, because exercise does actually cause strain and stress on your body, so your muscles actually need a break and time to repair. And also you will find that it will enhance your performance in other sessions when you actually take the time to rest. Yeah. The last point, guys, is learn from your mistakes. This is a perfect opportunity for you to learn about how your body works, how, you know, your body responds to exercises, the right nutrition for you, because remember, at the end of the day, we're all individuals and we all respond differently to different factors that we, you know, implement. So, you know, you shouldn't beat yourself up if you make mistakes. I made mistakes. Your favorite influencer out there made mistakes when they started out. So just definitely trust the process, be consistent, you know, just believe in yourself and push yourself. And yeah, just enjoy it. That's it. Alright, thank you so much guys for tuning in for my second video. If you like the video, remember to like, comment and subscribe for more content. And if you have any suggestions, make sure to comment them down below or send me a DM on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.